Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Brian. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to those of you already in the room, those of you who are in the lobby. Come on in, make your way in here. Welcome. Good morning to everybody who's joining us online. Hey, before you get seated, I know you're all seated, of course, but before you get seated, take a minute, go around, say hi to one another, greet one another, go ahead, move around, get up, go do that right now. Say good morning to one another. Say good morning to those who are coming in. Good morning to all of you online. We're just taking a couple of minutes to say hello to one another, greet one another. Welcome back to any weary travelers. It's Family Day weekend. If you see any kids, be sure to give them a special greeting. All right. If you can find your way back to your seats, we will begin. That is the sound of a joyful noise. So, good morning, everybody. As I said, welcome. It is Family Day weekend, and so we have the privilege of worshiping as a large church family today, including all of our kids and grandkids. Children have all been given instruments so that they can share in making a joyful noise. So hopefully you guys will feel free to do that. So if you have a little kid behind you with a tambourine or a clapper, join in and make some joyful noise as we gather today. We are pleased to welcome back to lead us in worship today, Liam Kinnan, everybody. Liam is back. And he and his team are going to be leading us in worship in a few minutes. But before we do that, we're going to actually watch a video. You know that last week we started this new series called Stranger Love, the Radical Hospitality of Jesus. And part of that is the Flourish groups that we are organizing beginning in 2 weeks' time for this series. So Lindsay put together a video that kind of explains what the series is, what the Flourish groups are, and so we're going to watch that now. And then we'll begin with our worship.
Hey, church family, and welcome to an exciting update and a look towards this next season at Forest Brook. Did you know that the pineapple is considered the international symbol of hospitality and welcome? For some cultures, it's a sign of good fortune. In other cultures, it's an integral part of daily diet and sustenance. For some, it's a staple crop, economic gold. Its contents are useful for food and drink and medicine, even twines and strings and cloths. The spiky exterior of a pineapple conveys the sense of protection for the sweet and juicy fruit inside. And for some, it's a super controversial pizza topping. So we're grabbing a hold of this pineapple image and taking a combination of all of the above and using this as an image for the next season at Forest Brook. Hospitality and welcome, nourishment, sustenance, protection and delight, even a great conversation starter. We are so excited to be launching this new series focusing on the radical hospitality of Jesus. Jesus embodies a spirit of hospitality, which is defined as affection for strangers. By seeing people and making room for them, by being with them and responding with compassion. Jesus shows us a hospitality that is first about being with and then about doing for. As a church, we highly value diversity and inclusion because God tells us that those are characteristics of His kingdom. We dream that Forest Brook will be a community where everyone belongs, especially those who are typically excluded elsewhere. A community where spiritual flourishing is mutual, dependent on one another, but looks different from person to person. We believe that a culture of hospitality should be embodied by each one of us, extending to the majority of our lives that are lived outside of the church. This winter, we're focusing on the nourishing power of witness. We are pursuing this vision that we have for our community and exploring a greater understanding of this part of the Jesus way together. Cue the drum roll. We know you've heard the teasers. Flourish groups are beginning later this month. Pop-up groups will create safe spaces to discover and to question and to grow and to practice this stuff in community. So beginning the week of February 26th and running until Easter, groups will center around this sermon series and a 4-part video podcast that we created with Greg Paul. That's coming to a screen near you very soon. We are inviting everyone to get involved in whatever way works best for you. You can join a group by checking out the pop-ups that are being hosted in your area. You can host a group by opening up your home. It's all live now. You can check it out, forestbrook.ca/flourish, or just hit the homepage and you can find it from there. So you can join any group that has space or begin your own, set up your own